Hey everyone, today we're going to take a look at the Havoc 30 from 511. My name is Ben, and you're watching Living Survival. So today we're going to look at the Havoc 30. It's a very multi-purpose pack, as was the Covert 18 that we looked at a week or two ago. It's got some different functions on it and different features that I haven't seen on any other pack that I reviewed. Some of those may be a pro and some of those may be a con, and I'll be sure to share my opinion with you on those features. The sternum strap has this unique way of attaching here where you can just kind of push this off, get it off the nylon and move it to any one of those other positions. Traditionally it's kind of just sewn in a loop there. So I kind of like that. Now I don't really think it's a pro or a con. It definitely does make it more low profile. You've got all Duraflex hardware. You've got these little nylon keepers here. So really high quality, and I do like the functionality of it. Very comfortable overall. On the bottom you do have hip support, and it is nice. It does have nice high quality nylon, high quality buckles. It has the elastic webbing management, which I really like, and it has two pockets on either side. You can use this just as a standard pocket as you would on any other hip belt, or you can use it for to carry a magazine. That's really what it's made for. So again, this pack is very multi-purpose. You can switch rolls very easily, or you can just blend the rolls and still have a very gray man pack. But what you notice is these pads here move along the nylon. Now I'm not so sure that's a pro or a con. If you really cinch them down, which you really don't need a hip belt in this size pack anyway unless you were really loading it down, it is removable, so that's nice, but these do slide. And I'm not sure why that is. I think the hip belt is compatible with some of their other systems, so that may be the case. But I'm not so sure I like the fact that these slide. You know, they don't give you the best support if you need it. And then when you detach the hip belt, you can see they just kind of dangle here. Now I might be worried about losing contents since this only Velcros, and it's a very small strip of Velcro here. You know, if you were to just leave it like that or something, you run the risk of possibly losing some gear when you detach that hip belt. So although it is completely removable, I've used it with and without, it is very comfortable, especially since you can get these sort of right on your hip where you want them. I'm not so sure it's serving much purpose because they do move. So when you go to bring the hip belt up and strap it on, it is dangling there, so these can twist and spin, and often you'll get the nylon back here twisted up. So again, not sure how much purpose it serves other than being pockets, which are nice pockets, especially if you're going to use it in a tactical role where you're going to put extra mags in there. Let's look at how it rides on the body. It is very comfortable all throughout the back, all throughout the shoulders. Much more comfortable than the original 511 packs that I tried. We can take a look at the back. So very comfortable, even when you've got a decent amount of stuff loaded up. Let's take a closer look at some other features of the pack. So this is the Havoc 30 in the double tap color. Now it does come in several different colors. I really like this color because it serves as a gray man pack if you want it to, and it can also be flipped over into a more tactical pack or as a combination of both, which is really how I use it. So it's very multi-purpose, high quality 500D nylon, and again you have the high quality buckles from Duraflex and high quality zips. All the stitching seems to be really high quality, seems to be holding up really well, no fraying. And we're going to go top to bottom on this pack, and I'll let you know what I like and what I don't like. So let's first look at the back of the pack here. You have a high quality grab handle up top, really good stitching throughout, and I think one thing that makes this pack more comfortable than the older 511 packs that I used to have is that it doesn't come off the neckline here very far. You know, you probably only got maybe, I don't know, an inch or so from the back of the pack to where that actually connects with your body, and the older packs had a lot more of that, and I think that's what made them uncomfortable for me. This one is a lot more comfortable, and as you can see, very low profile. Shoulder straps only have a couple different webbing loops here to change your sternum strap, so it doesn't look overly tactical. You do have the clips here for quick release, which is nice. You can quick release it if you needed to. Air mesh on the back of the shoulder straps, so they're very comfortable, and then just this very comfortable soft back to it. It's almost like a quilted material, so it's very comfortable. And again, you can remove the hip belt from the bottom. You can see that they're just flapping around here. I'm not digging that. So, but you can pull it out of there. There's just Velcro in here, and you can wear it without the shoulder strap. So unless you were carrying magazines in here, which is what their purpose is meant for, I don't know is if you'd like to have that hip belt on there either, but it certainly is an option. It's nice that they threw it on there. On the sides there is compression straps. Now again, these are a little bit different as well. Instead of having just your typical buckle here or your typical loop, these actually disconnect by pushing the the plastic piece out, and then it goes through the little loop here, so you can quickly detach those. Again, not so sure that's a pro or a con for me. It's just something a little bit different. You know, I could go either way. They seem to hold up fine. Now, what doesn't really work fine on this pack for me is the adjustments. I don't know if it's just the angles. I went ahead and put my coat in the front section here, sort of this beaver tail, as we've seen in some other packs. One thing I don't like is that it doesn't come up high enough so that, you know, your coat, if after you've walked for a while or something like that, maybe you had rain gear in here, you know, it tends to slip out the sides, as you can see it doing right now. But also, these are pretty hard to adjust down. I don't know if it's just that clip system or what, but I find it fairly difficult, you know, just not as fluid and just not as easy as some other packs that I've seen. So you've got this front flap here. Again, on the sides you do have two zippered compartments. Now, I do really like these. Again, this is a very multi-purpose and sort of a gray man pack with tactical features on it. This slides open, and it can either serve as a water bottle holder, or it actually has an elastic band in there that you can put a mag in there as well. So I can zip this side back up. I'll show you the other side here, where I actually do have a mag. And again, just walking around, nobody would ever know that you had a mag in here, but it does hold in there nicely. Again, you've got this elastic that keeps it in there. So I like that feature of it. You could also obviously stash anything else that you wanted to in there. As far as this flap goes, again, I'd like to see it come up a little bit higher here. It does have sort of this elastic on the both sides of the bottom here, but it just doesn't come up high enough, as does like the Boss Beaver pack from Mil-Spec Monkey, which I really like the beaver tail system on that. Does have a zip up front here, and you have sort of a little admin. There's just some pockets in there that you could flip some pens down in, and or a multi-tool, or you could just stuff keys, something like that in there. Up top, above that, you have a fleece-lined sort of a sunglass or electronics pouch here. I just have a cell phone in there, but it is fleece-lined. So that's always nice to have that up top. You can throw some valuable stuff in there. And then you've got sort of this laser cut molly here. I could give or take that. I probably on this pack would never use that, would never hook anything on there. But the feature is there, and again, it doesn't look overly tactical when you're walking down the street with this pack on. It really does look covert and gray man. There's a little spot of hook and loop here, and then a big spot of hook and loop here. Really, I'm finding that more of a nuisance than anything. When you lay it down on the ground, especially in a woodland environment, it tends to pick up leaves and everything that stick to it. Again, not that big of a deal, but you know, it's what I'm seeing on this pack. You have a little loop here. You could hook things to that. There's little loops that go along the side here. Again, very low profile, but functional. So I do like that. On the bottom here, it does have a place where you can loosen this up and store something in here, like a sit pad, or I've put my small chair one in there, camp chair in there, or you could roll up a coat or a tarp, put that in there. So it is nice. I like the fact that it's got sort of this V connection here instead of the two straps. Makes it a lot easier. It does come off if you want to. You can actually move that up here, so you could really put something a lot larger in the front here. So I like that functionality as well. Then really all you have left is the main compartment here. It is a large main compartment. We can undo these compression straps again. And again, you know, although these are fairly easy to remove, I'd just as soon have a buckle there. And then we can go ahead and zip this all the way down. You can see that you can briefcase it open, so that's nice. You can have access to your gear here. Really nothing fancy on the inside of the pack here. You do have a pocket in the back where you could store a laptop computer. It is well padded behind that, and the sleeve itself is actually padded, so I'd have no problem fitting a laptop into there. And then on the back side of the zipper flap here, you do have a little mesh area, again, for maybe keys or maybe a wallet, something that you want to keep more inside and more secure inside the pack. So, you know, it's got the capability to carry a lot of stuff, and it's very comfortable. I really like that. Not so sure I like this whole beaver tail setup. I think that could certainly be improved. I do like the side pockets, and I definitely like the comfort of the shoulder straps. One other thing you have on the back here is you have another padded pocket that velcros open. This is actually made to have body armor in it. You could put body armor in there. You could also put a hydration bladder in there. It does have a little hook for the top of the hydration bladder, but it is nice that you could, again, make this pack really tactical, throw a piece of body armor in there and throw your magazines on both sides, throw, you know, some different tools and things like that in here, and make it more of a tactical, more of a maybe an on-duty type pack for law enforcement. It'd make a great get home bag, and you know, it'd actually make a great bug out bag if you could fit everything in there, make a great range bag. So but all in all, what I would use this pack for is just sort of an everyday carry, you know, pack out and about when you needed to carry more than what a smaller pack offers. I like the fact that it stays gray man but still has the tactical features to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today, taking a look at the Havoc 30 and its different features from other packs that we've looked at. I certainly like it. There are a few things that I would change on it, including that hip belt, but it is high quality. It seems to have a great price point too. I'm going to put a link below to where you guys can pick one of these up if you wish. Comes in several different colors. This is the double tap color. I really like this. It's a very transitional bag from tactical to a more just everyday carry backpack. You can load a lot in it. It seems to hold the weight well, and it's, again, it is very comfortable across the shoulders and all the way down the back. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Please give it a big thumbs up for me. Make sure you leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think of the Havoc 30. Make sure you share this video to your friends and family on your social media, and as always, click that red subscribe button. Get subscribed to my channel for more videos.